Dr. Prashada Fune. I'm in the Department of Anesthesiology and Pain Management. We'll be talking about my work involving breathing complications after tonsillectomy in children, and today we'll be learning how the lungs work. Okay, so Miss Ivy, first we're going to start with this red balloon. I'm going to go ahead and tie it for us.
Okay.
Alrighty, and then next I'm going to have you help me by cutting it halfway down the middle here.
Okay.
So I'm going to stretch it out for you. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we're going to take this part. I'll have you hold it for me. We're going to try to get this all the way around. You got that end? Yes, teamwork. Perfect. Awesome. Okay.
So what is the pink balloon for?
So the pink balloon is going to represent our lungs, and this will go here in the funnel, and the red balloon represents our diaphragm. So we're going to put the pink balloon now in the end of the funnel. There we go. And then we're going to take this open end of the pink balloon and do that. Now pull down on the red balloon, and so you can see the red balloon is acting like the diaphragm, which is one of the major respiratory muscles that helps our lungs inflate. And then the pink balloon is representative of our lungs. And you can see how nicely the lungs inflate as the diaphragm moves down.
Whoa.
So next up, we'll see what our breathing looks like if our airway is completely obstructed for some reason. So if you'll take one of these stickers for me, and we're going to put it over the top. And then we'll have your mom help by holding down the end of it. And so you can see with the airway obstructed that the lungs do not fill up with air even though the diaphragm is trying to move. That would signify like a complete airway obstruction. Most of our kids who have enlarged tonsils probably have some element of partial airway obstruction. So we can poke some holes here in the obstruction, and so see what it looks like now when it's just partially obstructed. And you can see here that maybe it inflates a little bit better, but definitely not as well as it did when the airway was completely open. And so the idea behind performing tonsillectomy in children with sleep apnea is that it can help with the airway obstruction. And so if we remove the airway obstruction, then we see the lungs inflate nicely. Okay, so Miss Virginia, we're gonna move on to the optional add-on part of the experiment. So people can do this at home with supplies they can find around the house. And this experiment is to see how much air we have in our lungs, okay? So we're gonna start with this big bowl of water. We've got about a third of the bowl filled up with the water. And then we've got this big bottle of water as well. And we're gonna flip it over into the bowl, and we're going to open up this cap. And so the water should stay in the bottle because the opening is submerged in this bowl. You can see that there. Now I'm going to take this straw, and I might have you help me by holding the bottle. Thank you. And so we're going to put the bendy part of the straw, we're going to thread it up into the bottle of water. Okay. So we're going to move this closer to you, Virginia, because now what I want you to do is I want you to take a big deep breath in, fill up your lungs with as much air as you can, and then hold it. I want you to blow it out into the straw. Good job. Okay, so now we're going to take our marker and draw a line. So all of the air that you blew out from your lungs displaced the water in the bowl, and we can see that it displaced this much water. So that should signify how much air you have in your lungs. Okay, so at this point, to see exactly how much air you have in your lungs, we're going to pour out this water until there's just this much water remaining. Awesome, and now we're going to see what the volume is, and that'll tell us how much air you have in your lungs. So we've got about 16 ounces or 2 cups. Or about 500 mLs. And so you can repeat this experiment with other members of your family and turn it into a competition to see who has the most air in their lungs.